So, I don't know if you can hear the smoke alarms going off. A while since I've done any work on this. We've been out busy wheeling and working on other stuff, but it's time to get back to it. So, last I left off, I had cut out a section of the rear frame on the driver's side here and a piece off of this rear panel. You can see on the passenger side over here where I replaced that panel, and so I'm going to do something similar over here on the driver's side because this was all badly rusted out. So I'm going to get a piece of 1/8 inch and cut a panel and try and make it roughly match what I did on the passenger side, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I got a template made up out of cardboard for what I want to make here. So that's going to go right in there. Not exactly because it's not lined up, but right about like that. So that's where that piece is going to go. I'm using my laser again to try and line things up and make it straight. So we'll see how well that works. But anyway, now I just need to take this cardboard and make the same piece out of metal. Alright, so I don't know if I showed you this or not. I recently picked up a new tool. So down here, I got, this is a plasma cutter. It's from Prime Weld. It's a 50 amp plasma cutter. So I'm still figuring it out and figuring out how it works, but we'll see how it works for cutting this. This is just 1/8 inch flat bar, so it should cut through it really easily. So let me get that set up and we'll try it out. That looks like that worked really well. So there you go. You can see it's cut really nice along there. I skipped that spot in the center because my clamp is in the way, so I'm just going to move the clamp and get that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So I definitely need more practice freehanding, but it cut it. I just need to smooth that. Alright, so I got my back piece here pretty much ready. Goes in something like that. But before I put that in, I'm going to try and do something about all this rust in here. And I need to get these pieces. This is what's left of the frame rail that I cut out. So these need to come out. That needs to come out. Probably this spring bracket. I might take out this entire piece. Like on the other side, I took out this whole piece and replaced it with stronger metal, so I'll probably do something similar here. It doesn't look as bad on this side, not over here at least, but if you come up in here you can see all the spots the light is shining through the floor right there, so that definitely needs to come out. And that's right there, this rust spot here is right along right there where that frame piece, so I'm going to cut out that strip right there, this whole rusty piece right here, put some new metal in, You can see I started prying this off and it was ripping through that, so I don't know, I may end up cutting out the whole piece like I did on the other side, but anyway, I'm going to start cutting stuff out and see where I get. Alright, I don't know if I explained what I'm doing here. I know I mentioned I'm taking chunks out of here because they're rusty, but over here, this is where the fuel fill hose goes through, and so all of this stuff is seam sealer. You can see here I got some of it out of there, but anyway, I'm trying to get that out of there so that I can get this piece of metal underneath, because I want to take and probably cut out a section along here to reinforce this section, or basically just redo it, because this right here, this is where the rails below go, but I want to make sure that's extra strong there and probably here too, just to make sure that everything's secured well. So before I can do that, I'm trying to get all this seam sealer out of the way so that I can see where the metal actually connects, because there's all these little spot welds I'm going to have to take out, but I got to get the seam sealer out of the way first. So that's what I'm doing here, just using a wire wheel, and it just tears right through it. So So, I don't know if you can hear the smoke alarms going off, but apparently all my plasma torching out here in the garage has made its way into my house, because I have my door with a fan going because it keeps it a little cooler out here in the garage, but apparently enough smoke seeped in and now all my smoke alarms are going off. So guess I need to figure that out. Alright, got that taken care of. Got the garage door open just a little bit, try and get some of that out. But yeah, proper ventilation is important when you're plasma torching stuff. Anyway, back to cutting things out. Alright, so I've been looking at this, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, and I think I got an idea. So, on this other side, I don't know how well you can see, but I was able to go all along the top there and weld that panel on. Well, on this side, it is significantly more rusted here, so I've got like all this rusted out, so there's not a whole lot to tack my panel onto, because this is supposed to go something like that, right in there. But as you can see, there's a whole lot of nothing there. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I'm thinking I'm going to want to replace that. And if we go up top, you can see it's really not great on the top here either. So I probably want to replace like this piece of metal here and the underlying thing as well. But I don't want to cut that out right now because, well, all this is missing, and if I cut that out, I don't want the body of the vehicle to like shift in or out because there's not a whole lot else holding that right now since I have all that cut out. So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to take this piece and tack that in on that side and on this side, and that'll provide structure to tie it together so that I can cut out that bad stuff and it hopefully won't shift. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to tack this in and then go from there. Alright, so I'm using my laser again, and I think I got it fairly close. So you can see the laser line along that back panel, and then it's running, can't see it very well, but it is running right along here. There you go, now you can see it. It's running right along the bottom of the piece that I just put in, and then further up, it's running right along the corner of the frame rail up there. So I think I got it lined up pretty good. It's also lined up over there with the other piece. It kind of goes up and down squiggly a little bit here because there's bevels on the that back piece, but you can see it's straight along that bottom section as well. So I think I got it lined up pretty good. So that should give me a little bit of structure while I figure out what I'm going to do about this top thing. Alright, well, that took a while. It always seems like I don't get a lot done, but I think I made some good progress. It just takes a long time for me to really do anything because there's a good amount of staring at things and trying to figure it out, and then there's the actual doing, and all of that eats up time. So anyway, I got this big section of the floor in the back here chopped out because there was a whole bunch of rust along that frame rail, and so I'm going to replace that with sheet metal. I'm going to take this back section, I'm going to put a piece of I got it here somewhere. There it is. Over here. So this is 1/8 inch thick. So that's going to go across the back, underneath actually. That's going to go something like that, which is the same thing I did on the other side. That just gives a little extra structure in the back where the spring shackles are going to connect. And then the rest of the hole I'll fill in with sheet metal. And then I also got this panel. I got this panel made, and it's just tacked into place right now because I need to do some more work on this to provide some extra support on the top. So that's the next thing. But I think that's probably going to do it for tonight, so I'll see you the next time.